ladies and germs. Welcome to Dilettante Ball. I'm Johnny.
I'm Spencer.
Here on Dilettante Ball, we go on Wikipedia.
We click random article.
And we talk about it.
Yeah, we do.
But first, we're going to talk about something a little different. Not a little different.
More of the same.
We're going to talk about something we always talk about. The GDBQR 2014. That's the Great Dilettante Ball Quarter Race 2014, where Spencer and I race each other and you to see who can who can correctly guess the number of molecules in Leonard Nimoy's butt. What do you got?
You know what? I've got one for you, Johnny.
Okay.
It's Kansas. Capital is.
I thought you were going to say Canada.
It's not Canada this time. It's Kansas, and I think the capital is Kansas City.
No.
Topeka.
Yep.
Okay. That dads get those ones wrong.
Oh yeah, Mexico City.
Yeah, exactly. It's always the
New Mexico City.
Yeah, right.
What's the capital of Mexico? Is it Mexico City? It's gotta be.
It is not. Oh, of Mexico?
Yeah.
Yeah, it must be.
And
it's
New
like the
Mexico
third biggest city in the world.
What's the capital of New Mexico?
Well, you know what though? Maybe it's not the capital because the biggest city in like New York is New York City, and that's not the capital.
Is that the biggest city? Population sure.
Wise, yeah. The capital of New Mexico is Albuquerque. No, that's not true. It's either Phoenix.
That's Arizona.
Or then Santa Fe. It's Santa Fe. Trust me, I used to have a Santa Fe model train. This is Kansas. What do you think's on Kansas? It's beautiful in its simplicity, just like Kansas.
Nothing. Just a blank circle.
It's really, it's worth a lot of money, actually. It's a picture of a buffalo.
Oh, that's actually a washer.
It's yeah. It's a buffalo. Did you hear that there are tribes of Native Americans and Canadian?
Yes, I've heard.
Native Americans.
Okay, yes.
That they got together and are like, hey, let's protect the buffalo, and so they're gonna like have a bunch of buffalo like in the north, like the mid-north North America.
What do you have them? What do you mean have them?
They're gonna like
wrangle them.
Yeah, they're gonna like let it go. It's gonna be like Buffalo City.
I don't understand what they're like a buffalo preserve. What do you mean?
Yeah, exactly right. You're nailing it right now.
Okay,
like a buffalo preserve, but like it's like intercontinent or it's like country. It's between Canada and United States.
Oh, they're just like this is Buffalo
country now. Yeah, so that's pretty cool.
You know where they should put it?
Where?
British Columbia.
Why?
BC.
Buffalo country.
Yeah.
Johnny, we're running out of time to collect these quarters.
Yeah, we still haven't discussed what we're gonna do come
because we've only got another like 12 episodes, and I still need like another 20 quarters. So
I still need another
49. Yeah. So I'm gonna try to kick into overdrive the last quarter of the year.
Oh,
exactly. This is my last chance in my last quarter.
I hope your last quarter is Wyoming.
Why?
Because it's the last alphabetically.
Okay, I'll make it happen. I feel like I've already gotten it, actually.
I think so, too.
Okay. It's like a bucking bronco kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you heard it here first, folks. I'm going to win. I'm gonna complete my goal. I can't wait till I don't even come close.
Yeah.
This was the last one.
So a lot's happened since we recorded our last episode.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
So much, in fact, that we skipped our first episode, our first week in
almost 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it feels bad. I don't like it.
Well, what are you going to do?
Plan ahead and record ahead of time like we should have.
That's way ahead. That would have been like almost a month ahead of time.
There's no excuse. These listeners need new episodes, Johnny.
Sorry,
and we filled them.
So the first thing that happened was
the towers came down. We record these way in advance. If I had a guess,
we were
like 13 years ago.
Whoa. I hope they make podcasts someday so we can talk about this.
Yeah, right.
The first thing that happened is you and I went to Florida.
It's true.
For hashtag TSF25.
Yeah.
The 25th anniversary of our college improv club,
That's
Theater
true.
Strike Force.
Look them up at theaterstrikeforce.com.
Is it .com?
Yeah, dude. When we were in college, it was theaterstrikeforce.org.
I remember
They stepped up, dude. It's .com now. So
I want to buy .org.
You should. Sell it back to them.
Can you buy any whatever yet? Because how awesome will it be when it's theaterstrikeforce.prov?
Oh, I was gonna say .tsf.
Nope, .prov.
Yeah, well, I mean that's what we call it, prov. Yeah.
It was fun. It was a great time.
It was great.
Lots of
laughs. LAFF.
S.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of alum. ALUMM.
S.
It was a good time.
It was a good time. And then I left. I had my time and I went back to Chicago.
Yep, it was just a weekend, just a Friday, Saturday. Went back to Chicago.
Just the perfect amount of time to stay in Florida, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, we got Sonny's, real pit barbecue.
Yeah, we got Cracker Barrel.
Boy, did we.
Yeah.
Food's cheap in
It
Florida.
was stupid. It was like $8 every single meal. It was insane.
Oh, my God.
It would have been more expensive to buy groceries.
I mean,
Yeah.
for real.
So then I left.
You left.
Well, but the airlines got messed up, so I had to lay over in Atlanta, and I just stay there overnight.
We'll get to more airline mess ups as we go through my week. Nothing affected me.
Okay.
So you left Sunday afternoon.
Yep. Sunday night.
Sunday morning, we were up late Saturday night.
Of course,
partying down.
Yeah.
I woke up at 6 a.m. on Sunday,
I
slept an hour.
Right.
Drove straight to my dad's house. Went with my dad, my sister, and my niece to Aquatica and SeaWorld. Had a whale of a time.
What is Aquatica?
Aquatica's a water park. It was great. It was a great time.
Okay. So it's a water park associated with SeaWorld.
Sure.
Okay.
I did a water slide through a pod of dolphins. Couldn't see them. You're going too fast. They could have.
They were cement, like not.
Yeah,
real.
but it was great. It was a great time.
Okay.
Rode Manta. Rode Kraken.
Those are both fantastic rides.
Yeah, it was great.
So that's Sunday.
Then I stayed at my sister's Sunday night, Monday night, and Tuesday night in
How
New
long were
Smyrna
you in
Beach.
Florida?
I was in Florida for 10 days.
Okay, that's 10 days too many.
Yes. So I stayed with my sister.
I'm surprised you're alive.
And I worked. I was able to work. So did you know that?
For some reason, when you said you worked, I thought you meant like at your old movie theater.
Oh yeah. I
Like
picked up a few shifts.
Yeah, right.
Cleaned some theaters. It was great. No, I just my job
worked
let me
from
work,
home.
so I didn't even have to take any time off. It was like I lived in Florida, and I had to go to work and get sweaty.
Yeah.
Then on Wednesday night, Jessica, the official girlfriend of Dilettante Ball, came to Florida. Thursday spent.
So at this point, I'm all by myself in Chicago.
Yeah, completely alone.
Okay.
Everyone you know is either in Florida or dead.
Yeah.
Shot dead
Some both.
in their apartment. Thursday, we spent all day at Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure. Checked out the new Harry Potter stuff. I haven't
Awesome.
told you about this.
No, you haven't.
Have you seen the old Harry Potter stuff?
Only in pictures. I haven't been blessed yet.
It's out of control.
Everyone says it's the best.
I mean, so when I saw the first Harry Potter, the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, for everyone that didn't fucking grow up in Orlando, is a Harry Potter themed section of the Universal Orlando. So they opened the first part in like 2010, 2011.
Sure. Yeah.
They opened the second part this summer. It's perfect. It's perfect. The just walking around, it's amazing.
How many times did you cry in public?
My eyes welled up when I walked in the first time. I did cry for real when I went to the first one.
That's awesome. That's the best.
Time.
What's going to happen when we go to the Star Wars section of Disney World?
I'm gonna just shoot myself in the face.
Right.
Can I tell you though?
What?
I'm gonna put a spoiler alert
Okay.
for the ride, in case anyone cares.
The new Harry Potter ride?
I like the old ride better,
Okay.
and I'll tell you why. The old ride, without getting too much into the
because I've never
details
even
of the
been
ride,
there, so.
it's basically just, this is a wacky day at Hogwarts.
Sure.
Crazy stuff happens. Doesn't really.
Sure.
It could have taken place during any of the books, at any time. It doesn't really matter.
Okay.
Just fun stuff.
The second one, you kill Voldemort.
The second one is Harry Potter and the Escape from Gringotts.
Okay.
So
you're on a mine cart.
Yeah, awesome, cool.
Yeah, that sounds pretty cool.
Except it's basically what they do in the 7th book, except Bill Weasley is there,
Inexplicably.
Voldemort and Bellatrix like show up and attack you, and it's insane.
That's awesome.
It's like,
that sounds great to me.
so it's
As
cool.
a purist, it's probably awful.
It's cool, but it's like, what's the deal? That being said, if we're talking about purist stuff, like
in Star Tours, doesn't like Han Solo show up or something?
No, Han Solo doesn't show up, but you blow up a Death Star. So what I was going to say is, like, had I cared the first 1,000 times that I'd been on Star Tours, I would have been pissed off.
Right.
But since it was something that I just grew up with, I was
How
like,
did that even happen? Like, are you on an X-Wing or what kind of crazy? How do we do this?
I mean, I can tell you.
No, it's not.
I'm going to tell you.
We should not have the capability. We're on a peaceful mission from Alderaan.
It's a tour. You're on a tour.
Yeah.
You're
I think if we were at the Universal Studios a lot in the golf carts and we had machine guns.
You're basically wind up in a fleet of X-wings.
Just among them.
Yeah, because you're supposed to be.
Yeah, who are you
You're supposed to be visiting the forest moon of Endor for tourism.
Oh, it just happens to be during movie 6?
Well, I don't know.
Also,
I've read theories that basically, which this
theories
makes,
about Star Tours.
It makes
That's
sense.
what Star Wars is all about.
Essentially there was a fleet of Death Stars.
Okay, that's insane.
Is it?
Yes, it is insane.
You think?
Yes.
They were able to build the second Death Star so quickly. It's huge. Do you know how much bigger the second Death Star is than the first one?
I know it's bigger. I don't know how much.
It's
bigger.
insane.
Yeah.
It's like twice. The diameter is like twice as big.
That's gotta be. That's a moon.
No, that's no moon. So
That's insane.
So in my head, it makes sense that
They must have been building somewhere else. I mean, that's the Empire and the
plus
other resources.
look at how long it takes when they're going to blow up Yavin.
Yeah.
Look at how long it takes to get close enough to blow it up.
So how could
They have to have them stationed all around.
that makes so much
hey,
sense.
we're going to blow you up in 3 weeks.
Right.
Okay, well,
You can't really be the
we
terror
can-
of the galaxy if you can't even get there.
we can find a 3-meter wide exhaust port in that time.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Also, why are they using meters?
The Imperial units.
Oh, no, that's metric.
Oh, damn
You
it.
fucked up.
Yeah, you're right.
What else?
Well, I mean, why are they speaking British accents? Why is this? Why is
Well,
that?
those
I
are
mean,
Coruscant
right,
accents.
yeah, of course, right.
Carillion accents are American accents.
They're speaking English? No, it's not English. It's Galactic Basic. Yeah.
How long is a day? Well, it's a Coruscant day. Coruscant day is an Earth day. Oh, okay.
It's very convenient. Yeah.
Then at night on Thursday, back to Florida.
Okay.
We went to Halloween Horror Nights, the nation's premier Halloween event. I go back every year. It's my favorite thing it's absolutely my favorite thing in the world.
Hashtag Halloween Creep 2K14.
Big time.
Get
the
on
creep
it.
done. Crept.
We've crept up. It's October and I'm loving it.
It's not October. Well, when this gets
October.
released, it'll be October.
Yeah. Well, today is September, so it's October.
September 30th.
But it's the month of September?
Yes.
It's October.
Oh. And then Friday, spent some time with our families.
You're just going to gloss right over Halloween Horror Nights, huh?
And then I went back to Halloween Horror Nights on Friday night.
Okay.
It was great.
Spend some time with your dumb family and then go back to the meat of the vacation.
The real reason why I was in Florida so long is because the Strike Force thing was the opening weekend of Halloween Horror Nights,
Right.
which is usually the weekend I go.
Right.
But I still wanted to go.
Right.
So I just stayed a week so I could go the next weekend.
You haven't missed a Halloween Horror Nights in 10 years, maybe?
That's not true, actually.
Okay.
The first year that we moved here, it was like right after we moved, so I missed that one.
That sucks.
And I missed one in maybe freshman year of high school.
Okay.
But since like 7th grade, I've been to every one except for those two.
Okay. Pretty good track record.
Yeah. There were some great houses. It was a lot of fun.
No theme, though, this year.
No.
Okay. That's okay.
It was okay.
That's fine.
It was fine. It was great. There was an Alien vs. Predator house. It was sick as fuck.
Well, that's good, at least.
Yeah.
Make up for the movie, which I saw in theaters with my brother on Christmas Day.
I mean, the movie...
I believe it was Christmas Day.
I'm sure those movies are garbage. I've never
They
seen
are.
any of the Alien vs. Predator movies. But Aliens
there
and
multiple
Predators...
ones?
Yeah. Aliens and Predators are like
Are
the coolest
best.
fucking things
Yeah,
ever.
for sure.
So it was great. And the dudes who were dressed as predators didn't even have to like jump out. Just them standing there is like the scariest fucking thing.
Did they ever laugh? Did they insane laughter? Yeah,
What's the sound they make? Like
I don't remember.
I feel like it's like a weird clicking.
That sounds good. That seems good.
Saturday, just hung out. I don't know what I did.
Sure.
Dinner at my dad's house.
Scary.
Sunday, just also hung out. I'll tell you what. I got 3 PubSubs while I was in Florida. Those are public subs from just a grocery store. They have the best subs.
It's not just a grocery store, but okay.
Well, it's where shopping is a pleasure.
Thank you.
First thing I did, stopped and got a pub sub.
What was it?
Well, they started
Yeah.
making Reubens.
Yes.
Reubens are my favorite kind of sandwich, and I was like, oh, a Reuben on a sub. I thought it was going to be on like a sub bread.
Sure, with like Reuben fixins.
Yeah, and I was like, that sounds great. No, it was on rye bread.
Tell them what.
The guy said, do you want a whole or a half? Like, you know, do you
So
want
I don't want half a
foot long?
sandwich.
No, I'll take a whole Reuben.
Yeah, a whole sandwich.
A whole Reuben is 2 Reubens. They gave me 2 full Reubens.
That's Publix.
Yeah. And
How
then,
much it cost you? Like $6,
yes,
maybe.
something
Yeah.
like that. And then I've never tried this, but I got a chicken tender sub.
That's my go-to.
I've been fucking
Yeah.
up
Yeah, you have, dog.
because that was the best thing I've ever eaten in my life.
Yeah, for sure.
Sunday we hung out some more with our families and flew back.
Cool.
We were really worried though because on Friday
Yeah.
somebody in Aurora
Yeah.
lit the fucking
Control
tower on fire, and every flight ever was canceled into Chicago. So we were like, oh, great, we're going to be stuck in Florida another 10 days.
That would have been amazing. I would have loved that.
We weren't. It was fine.
Yeah, that's too bad.
Yeah,
I've got a bunch of friends, or one friend in particular. What's his name? Alex Manich of the Overshare podcast,
Yeah.
or Brother podcast. He was getting married that weekend and had to like fly out to his wedding. And was like, well, I guess the planes are shut down. I have no idea how he made it, but he did. And because he lives in Chicago, all his friends that he invited were from Chicago, so they all had to find alternate means as well. So
true love
finds a way.
So that was my trip in Florida. If anyone wants to talk to me about Halloween Horror Nights, tweet us at Dilettanteball, DILETTANTEBALL, hashtag Halloween Creep 2K14.
Mm-hmm.
If anyone wants to talk about PubSubs, hashtag Halloween Creep 2K14.
Yeah.
If anyone wants to talk about the koozies that I got while I was on vacation, hashtag Halloween Creep 2K14.
Hey, real quick, speaking of spooky things, I finished the season 2 of American Horror Story. Not impressed.
No way.
Not impressed.
That's crazy.
I don't want to get into it. I don't want to have any spoilers or anything, but a lot going on, and I didn't care for it.
That's nuts. I loved season 2.
All right.
I think you'll like season 3.
Well, we'll see. It's about witches, so yeah.
It's there's basically one thing going on. There's one
That's
thread.
all I want.
And there's a lot of like voodoo shit. And you
That's
like
perfect. I love that kind of shit. Just old school, selling your soul to the devil kind of shit.
Yeah.
I love that.
Can I tell you real quick one more thing that I did in the break?
Is it spooky?
I read Star Wars: A New Dawn. It's the first book of the new Star Wars canon. It's great.
That's exciting.
Yep.
They've gotten rid of all the old expanded universe
shit that I didn't read.
Yeah, right.
Starting from scratch. It's dope. Let's pull up an article.
Sure, we got a couple minutes left.
Podcast in. What?
This will be a 2-parter podcast. One where we actually do what we said we were going to do, and the other half is not that.
What if the article is just Florida?
Man, that would be the best. Like retroactively, yeah. Retcon our conversation. What we got?
Okay. Interesting. 12-ounce mouse.
Okay. Is that like a British thing?
No. It's
Why
an
would it be?
American television series created by Matt Maiero for Adult Swim. The series revolves around Mouse Fitzgerald, nicknamed Fitz, voiced by Maiero,
Okay.
an alcoholic mouse who performs odd jobs so he can buy more beer. Together with his chinchilla companion, Skillet, Fritz begins to recover suppressed memories that he once had a wife and a child who have now vanished. This leads him to seek answers about his past and the shadowy forces that seem to be manipulating his world. So this guy, Matt Maiero, I believe he's one of the people who made Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Okay.
The theme song is by 9 Pound Hammer.
A lot of weights and nouns. 12-ounce mouse does sound familiar. It was probably like around 2010, maybe. Or no, maybe earlier. Maybe 2006.
When do you think?
I'm going to go with 2006.
June 19th, 2005 to December 17th, 2006.
There you go.
It reminds me of Inch High Private Eye, which is an old cartoon from like the 60s.
Brother.
About a very small private eye.
Yeah, fair enough. That's pretty descriptive.
I
never watched this show.
Me neither. And I tell you what, I don't think I'd like it.
I don't think I would either. I mean, it was on TV for a year, so
Maybe it was just a limited run. They knew going in. Can I tell you something? If you say that your series is going to be a limited run, can you fucking keep it a limited run? Portlandia?
were they supposed to be a limited run?
Portlandia was supposed to be that one first season.
And now we're going into 4.
Five, maybe.
They have 3 in the can for sure.
The first season was great, and they start. I mean, still decent, but
I started watching season 3 and I'm down.
It's great, but the first season was like so perfect, and it was just like
Right. Well, I mean, they fell into the trap of wanting to have money.
I can't blame them. I can't blame them.
Neither do I. Like,
I take it back.
Johnny, we'd crush that first season. Nice job, man. Oh, you want to pay us $10 million more? Well, I guess we're gonna churn us out.
If anyone wants to pay us to make this podcast, tweet us at Dilettanteball, DILETTANTEBALL, hashtag Halloween Creep 2K14, and then $3. How do you monetize a podcast? Can you do that? You can't do that.
No, you can. It's just like insane.
Well, let's do it. Just insane enough to work?
Yeah. Yes.
We'll start charging people for our backlog.
Right. Yeah. Like Mark Maron style. Right. Well, there's a demand for it, so yeah.
Well, we want to hear that first episode where you talked about Jaleel White jizzing all over people for an hour.
Yeah, let's kick it old school and just like talk about real disgusting shit. That'd be great. Let's just alienate everybody. Episode 102, they got back to basics. Yeah, just real classic style. You know, like when no one listened to them. Let's do that again.
No one. I'm sick of all these people listening.
Yeah.
Let's get back to our roots, but pay us for it.
Right. Tabula rasa.
No, we never got that article.
No, oh, okay.
What if you could get paid to do anything? What would it be?
Probably play Magic.
Really?
At this point in time.
That's your passion?
It's fun. It's very fun and it's very easy to do.
Sure.
And it's skill intensive. I bet you thought I would say improv.
I honestly didn't know what you would say.
Yeah, at this point in time, it's Magic. I mean, ask me again in 2 months, and I'll say like skateboard or something stupid. Like, I'm that kind of guy where like I do something for like a couple months and then stop. Like, I just started taking classes again at IO, and I've only gone to
formerly Improv Olympic.
Thank you. I've only gone of the 5. I've gone to 2, and I'm over it. Excuse me. What I should say is there's 8 classes total.
Sure.
I've gotten through week 5. I've only actually attended 2 of the classes.
So you already can't.
I already don't care. Level. Yeah, I already don't care.
That's fine. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for their loss.
Thank you. Hey, they lost me the first time.
Should have put you on a team straight away.
Yeah.
What? Since you didn't ask, I would like to get paid.
Yeah.
I want to get paid to be a stay-at-home dad,
sure.
But I don't want any kids.
Yeah, right. I knew you were gonna say that. A stay-at-home dad with like a cat who sleeps a lot of the time.
I would love to just stay home, clean, and cook a nice dinner.
Yeah, that's fine. I expected you to say cooking for some reason. I have no idea.
That'd be great.
Yeah, but not like as a chef necessarily. Just
I feel like with cooking it would get old. I think it would get old
for you. Yeah.
It would like you
would have to be someone who's like real like an Anthony Bourdain type.
But even then, I feel like
who is someone who gets paid to cook.
He not anymore.
He's a personality.
Yeah, his book was great. I read his book recently.
Yeah,
it's good. I feel like if you're a chef, when cooking isn't fun anymore. Whenever you get paid to do it, it's not fun anymore. So he's cooking.
It's hard for me to say one way or the other.
He's
I've never been paid to do anything well.
Yeah. Oh, I used to love sitting on my ass and just
doing busy work,
just entering data and being everyone's bitch.
It was a real passion of mine, and then I got paid for it, and it's not the same.
I'd go back to doing it for free if I could.
I'm right there with you, man.
So I feel like if you're a chef, when you get home at the end of the day, you're not going to want to cook anything good. You're going to want like a fucking grilled cheese.
Yeah, what does a chef come home and do? Like, does he just order pizza?
You order pizza, something like that. This is not fun anymore.
That's
unless maybe if you are you work at a pizza restaurant,
yeah.
Or, if you're really specific, and you're like, man, I make the best pizzas.
Yeah.
And everybody the real solid pizzas.
Right.
When you get home, you're like, all right, I'm going to make some pad thai.
Sure.
And it's going to be fun because it's not pizza.
Oh yeah. I like that. It's a different style. You're like, I'll do something fun for me. Like,
yeah.
Okay. I like that a lot.
So maybe
it's like
pizza can still be your passion, and you
right.
can still discover new pizzas.
It's like how David Cross made Alvin and the Chipmunks, but what he really wants to do is do Mr. Show.
Sure.
So yeah, I'm doing this for the money. Like whatever, I don't care.
Yeah, Alvin and the Chipmunks 2, the Squeakquel. I'm doing this for the money. Alvin and the Chipmunks 3, Chipwrecked. Yes, I'm doing this for the money.
No, that one's for me.
That one's for me.
I'd love to see the Alvin and the Chipmunks that David Cross actually wants to make.
I can't imagine there is one.
Yeah, no, there's not. There's no universe where that exists. They'd just be bad mouthing Bush, like 12 years later.
That was a simpler time.
It was, right?
I want to get a car.
Yeah.
And I want a bumper sticker that it just says Bush with a red circle on it with a line through it.
And then people would think you're gay.
Ugh. Yeah. I want it to say no Bush, no peace. No Bush, no peace. And it's ironic.
Oh, KNOW.
Yeah. But PIECE.
Oh boy, keep them guessing.
Because I'm pro gun.
Right, of course. Yeah, for sure.
What's your favorite painting that George W. Bush has done since he's left office?
Did you do one about a monkey or a cat or something?
He
Or a
painted.
dog?
He painted his cat Bob,
It's Cat Bob.
and he did a self-portrait.
Good for him. It was the same picture.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
This is me.
He's
if
like,
I was a cat.
he is like,
Say it. Just say it.
He's like
say it and I'll cut it.
He's
Say it. I'll cut
he's
it.
retarded.
Yeah, you can't say that.
Smell you later.
No, I have to keep it.
You have to keep it.
Damn it.
I'll take the heat.
This has been a Peaches and Hot Sauce presentation.
Peaches. Hot sauce. 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 Got your peaches